Watch out flip. Watch out whip. I'm in the whip. I'm in the wrist. I never switch.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Arizona Cardinals. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
At the 26-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On second down, it's Coleman. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Murray now on first down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 11 more on that one and another first down.
11 more yards. That's another Cardinals.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready up. 56. Check 56. Look at me. Go, shoot.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Drake. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, Drake. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
2nd and 10. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals Jones. Escapes the defender. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Murray. He's got it. Seals Jones, touchdown Cardinals. Ricky Seals-Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey. Hey, we got
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nick Perry comes flying in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dickinson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jordan Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at about the 28. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Buying time to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. It was Darryl Worley there to knock that one free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 1st down, Dickinson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Blanche. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, time to go.
On third down, Dickinson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Check out route. Hot.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Balaj. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and 3. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parker. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the ready.
56. Mike's 56.
Get it.
Throwing again. Dickinson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, bounced right back on it, keeps possession. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Here's Coleman, and he stopped immediately there. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun. Dickinson going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch tight, tight end's right. 4 down. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike, watch Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 76 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Dickinson. And throw right side complete to Parker. Devontae Parker, 30. Past the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will get them one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. That's caught left side by Hardman. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Room here to run. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray now on 1st down. Oh, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the God.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Caleb Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Go, go. Ready.
Off play action. Dickinson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Todd Davis gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay,
the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. Officially, that is a 99-yard punt return. And the Cardinals push further out in front. What a risk he took, but it paid off. I mean, he took that punt from inside the 5 near the goal line, ran it all the way back.
And normal coaching says you let that one go. Anytime you're inside the 10-yard line, you let it hit and hopefully bounce into the end zone. But as you mentioned, he took a risk, and boy, did it pay off in a big way. I wonder if they let up a little bit going downfield, thinking that there was no way he was going to return that one.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, Dickinson. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Parker. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To throw on 2nd down. Dickinson, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Nick Perry, able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Dickinson. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 70 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist.
Devontae Parker, 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 75 yards, and the Dolphins are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Come on, set. 70 ending. So we got man. Check. 50.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
My, oh, my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Strong right.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Looking to throw. Dickinson, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Murray now. Middle of the field, he's got Butler. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Murray now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he works free. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking to throw on second down. Dickinson. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Parker unable to get that one.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On first down, Coleman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They will run again with Coleman. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you. No take. Spell. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Single.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch twist.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Single. 84. Who's got 84? Check 84. We got double tight. Keep playing.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offense.